Very good evening to one and all, and this is Professor and Director Dr. Rhituraj Saikia from Untitled Research Center, India. It is our privilege to welcome the two emeritus academicians of the world. And at first, I would like to introduce in front of you Dr. Ronnie Figueiredo. Dr. Ronnie Figueiredo is from the Business and Innovation at the School of Business and Social Science, and also Director at the Center of Service Innovation at the University DAD, Europea, Portugal, Europe. And we would like to welcome you, sir, to this Research Celebrity Talk Show.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's a pleasure to me to stay here to talk and sharing a little bit more information about my research, my career, and my performance as a professor, as an entrepreneur, as a researcher. Thank you very much again.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. Now I would like to take the opportunity to introduce in front of you the woman, inspiring woman, researcher, academician, originally from India. She is none other than Dr.Jayashree and the prestigious IIPian of our Untitled Research Center. That is, she is working for international innovation. She wants to dedicate herself in research, academic, and she is helping the researcher. She is helping the world globally through our Untitled Research Center, as we are now working in 193 countries. So let us see the introduction of our Dr. Jayashree Madam. She is working in assistant professor in India also, Oman also, and Eritrea. Now presently, she is working in the Arts and Science College affiliated to Qasim University, Saudi Arabia. And she has interest in education, learning, women studies, literature, linguistics, and film studies. She already published 3 papers on e-learning. We know that now at present days, right now, the e-learning is really the important for all the researchers, because when we are in early days before the COVID-19 impact, that everyone wants to go with the face-to-face interaction. But right now that it is the time that we have started the digital world, and the people are making the conversation with through the e-learning. So today we are going to start the session, and I would like to take the privilege to ask my first question to our Dr. Ronnie, sir. So sir, please share your introduction and your research area. We have made the introduction. Just let us know about your area and research. And now today, all the researchers want to know how they can connect with you. What is your area? That person.
Okay, thank you. So as you said in the beginning of this presentation, my name is Professor Dr. Ronnie Figueiredo. I'm from European School in Portugal. And I'm working with 3 main topics in terms of research. The first is innovation, applying the service, of course, and technology approach. The second one is knowledge management, and the last one is strategic management. So I have 3 main topics interesting to make research.
Thank you. I would like to know the same point from our Jayashree Madam, that is Dr. Jayashree Madam, that please let us know about your research area, in which area you are working.
As I said earlier, all these my presentations, 10 of them I have been doing only in these 4 months. 3 of them on e-learning, absenteeism, why students are getting absent themselves, and e-plagiarism, all the problems which I faced. You know, the topics which you are interested in and which you know more, if you deal with them, it would be a great success. And I did the same. These were my problems. I was teaching the whole of last semester and had a lot of problems. And so I started writing about them, and I got them published. And one on translation, I did one on translation, comparing Shakespeare's Othello's translation. And currently for ICORM, I am 2020, I am doing a literature one, comparing Tagore, Bharati, and Shakespeare. That is my present study.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us. Now, little bit personal. The question to Dr. Ronnie, sir. Sir, your hobby, your passion, and your goal in your life.
Okay. Let me see. In terms of hobby, I like to run the bike around the Portugal because Portugal is a small country with 12 million people. So have a good roads to run a bike. So I like that to run a bike as a hobby. In terms of passion, it's a great experience because my passion is, of course, my family, my wife, and my daughter. I think it's my passion in my life. In terms of goal, I think that the main goal for me in my life is a phrase that I created a long time ago: make academic science possible for everyone in the world. I think that's the idea in terms of goal of my life as a professor, researcher, and director of the Center for Innovation at European University. So as you ask me in terms of Robbie and the patient, Robbie is running a bike, more simple to understand, and the patient is my family, as I said, my wife and my daughter.
Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. And we have come to know that yes, Portugal is a beautiful country. And Dr. Ronnie, sir, it's quite the personal. I made the question, but sir shared with us that sir would like to ride the bike. And regarding the patient, he is really dedicated to his family, and it is actually, I think, that one of the example that we have to think about our family. We have to passionate about them and should care for them. Really, it is, I think, that appreciable. And finally, the goal, yes, to change the world with the research and academics. We really appreciate your passion, your goal, and of course, the hobby is fantastic one, the riding the bike. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
I would like to know from Dr. Jayashree madam also. Yes, of course, a little bit personal, but again, I would like to ask you also that what is your hobby, madam?
Now, personally and professionally, in the eyes of the society, I'm a successful woman with the dream of millions, an assistant professor in Oman, Eritrea, Saudi Arabia. This is everybody's dream. Spiritually also, I'm very much contented lady. I built 2 shrines in Kerala. So if you insist on knowing my passion, hobby, I would like to ascertain it's not for increasing for my API, because now I am an assistant professor getting more salary. If I become an associate professor, my salary scale will be less than this. So not for API. Now I am madly in love with writing papers, writing researches. You just imagine, I don't think anybody new to the writing researches would have written 7 and almost 10 around 4 months, in 4 months. You can imagine, I don't sleep. Even in my sleep, I get up and write down something. Maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, I do sleep. Some new ideas come to my mind. I have attended 60, 70 webinars in these 4 months and presented in 4 conferences. So what am I? I don't know now myself. Why do I write? I'm not writing for API. This is my passion, my hobby. It's everything now to me. And even then, if you want to know something personal, when I say ambition and passion, you don't believe. So if you feel I am too didactic, let me add one ambition of mine. My goal is to sell my husband G. Prem Kumar's Hollywood film. We have made a Hollywood film shot in Oman and India, mostly in Oman.
Okay.
And it is called Pirate's Bread. We would like to make a lot of money to help my siblings and his siblings. That is my goal.
Thank you, madam, and sharing that is in the very clear way. That is, you are saying that yes, and I would like to share that sometimes people are saying like that, money earning is bad. I'm never saying like that. Earning of money is an art and also the science of the world. We have to learn it, and you are on the right track. Yes, how to spend the money, that is should be careful, because it can be towards the helping the humanity or against the humanity. And therefore, my suggestion to all that whenever someone is also becoming the billionaire, they should think about the society. They have to contribute to the society. In that way, by earning the money, we can help the people. And wonderful answer, madam. Thank you. Now, I would like to know one story from our Dr. Ronnie sir. Story about your life, incident about your life, which bring you as the world famous researcher and academician. Now you have already presented in our international conference also, World Summit also, and regularly you were in the media, you were in the international conference. Even during the COVID-19, your contribution is outstanding. So let us know the incident in your life or the story of your life which influenced you, which guide you for becoming the academician or the researcher.
Okay, I can say that it is a funny situation that happened in my life. I will tell you a little bit story about that. I was doing my first postgraduate course and I received a call from database professor, asking me if I can share my presentation with her because I finished the course and I need to do a review in terms of database presentation. And I said, why are you looking for my presentation? Why are you asking to use my presentation? She said that I'd done a great job and my material was considered as a reference in this course, database marketing course. After that, she invited me to be a professor at the university, and I'm here until today. But in the past, when she asked me and invited me to be a professor, I said to her, no, I don't like this. I don't like to see a lot of students at the same time at the same classroom asking me a lot of questions. I don't like this. So she said, no, I think you will be a good teacher, you will be a good speaker, you will have a good skills for this. So please make the test, call to the director of the university, and if you pass on the process, I think you can be a good professor and speakers or whatever, researching in the field. So I love what I do, and one day I would like to listen from my father and my mother saying that they are proud to be. So that's the second motivating in my life. My family, of course, my father and my mother in this case. And the first option was my ex-professor in database marketing. So now I'm here and being very, very happy to be inspiring different students around the world to share my research, to share the spin innovation model, to make research happening. So the idea is, as I said in the last question, my main goal or my purpose in terms of life is make academic science possible for everyone in the world without to pay anything. It's only free. That's my passion and my motivator in terms of researchers, speakers, and the professors in Portugal and around the world. Thank you.
Great. And this story, I think, that inspire our researcher. Yes, the incident happened, which make the U-turn of the life. That is, the person is going in different direction, but God wants that he should be academician, researcher, and God always come in some phase, in the form some human, and appearing as a mentor and guided and in proper way. And now, therefore, to the one successful academician and the researcher, with global recognition. Now, I would like to come to Dr. Jayashree.
Yes, doctor.
Madam, as an woman, that we know that from India and to now Saudi Arabia, which your established career working in the university. So, what is behind all this? Who is behind all this? Please share with us in today's moment.
Actually, the credit goes to two people. One would be very funny and one would prove it is fate-like. And I wasn't a lover of mammon. I never dreamt of Saudi Arabia or Oman. And I never wanted all these Middle East jobs. I used to laugh at people who are going after money. I thought I'm very, very human. I should love people. And I'm a loving soul. Then it wasn't my aspiration. Towards the end of December 1998, I think, I accompanied my sister Asha. She wanted to attend an overseas job interview in Chennai. I just accompanied her. And the one who was interviewing her talked to me, and he found that I was working in in an engineering college, and I have doctorate, whereas my sister didn't have a doctorate at the time. So he said, why can't I give a try? He offered me the job immediately for her after 2 months. One will never grow if scared of taking chances. So I grabbed the opportunity that time once. And why did I grab the opportunity? It is the funniest of all. That was in December. The interview happened in December. In November 25th was my husband's birthday. I was waiting for him the whole day because we were put up in two different cities. He was in Chennai and I was in Kanchipuram working in Arulmigu Meenakshi Amman College, and I couldn't go and meet him. I was busy attending the college. And I was waiting for him to come. He was a film director and producer. He was so busy. He couldn't make it that day. That night I went and rang him. And my father and both of us, at the time we did not have a phone at home, and we went all the way in the dark to go and give him a call. To our surprise, he was at home and he was bluffing that he wasn't there. It was it was his times, and he did not do anything wrong. But in my mind, all the while, that was after 2-3 years of our married life, all the time, why should I crave for him? Let him crave for me, I thought. Then I thought of flying. This is the thing. So to borrow John Dan's phrase, when I went to Oman was my new friend America. I learned how to make PowerPoint lessons, student-centered lessons, and fun-filled lessons. It was not my cup of tea earlier. I was a strict principal and teaching very, very big things in India. You know how the teaching is. But here, everything is fun-filled lessons, a lot of activities. How I knew all these things? It was not such easy. I attended hundreds of seminars, hundreds of workshops and conferences. All the credit goes to my supervisors and colleagues who instilled in us the flair for research. I remember the days at Caledonian College in Engineering. 8 to 5 we would be working in the college. Such strenuous job. At 6 we would be at ELT Center to attend workshop. We would attend it, we would learn it, we would try it in the class the next day, and we were very, very happy to grab a certificate. You don't know how much we toiled. 8 to 8 we were working sometimes. But all this is Oman, I think, the center of research. Okay, and from then on, even though I attended and I was called for many conferences, I used to give my presentations, but it never occurred to me that I should pin them down. In those days, they did not ask for it, or I don't know. And even maybe I thought it is too difficult and I cannot manage it. But I did not stop. I motivated hundreds of students every semester. I motivated them to do researches. They produced researches to me, which were never published. Their researches were never published, and mine also got never published. Mine, after my PhD thesis, the first one to get published was in this June. But I made my students to write hundreds of pages without any plagiarism. They knew how to write. I taught them all these paraphrasing skills and summarizing skills, how to escape plagiarism. And all my students till today, even for small applied linguistic course or it is socio-linguistics course, they do a lot of projects, and they each one can be a research paper. So I can do 1,000 researches, but I never sent them to papers, to any journals. And publication is very important. We know if what is written by Valmiki and Vyasa was not published, we wouldn't have our great epics. But I never knew the importance of it, or I don't know, I thought it is something very difficult for me to do that. And IIP made it easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is a really wonderful experience that you have shared with us, and the journey that you have made from your state-owned state to Oman and thereafter to Saudi Arabia. And I think that it will be one really inspiration to the women from the India also, from other countries also, because as you shared that you have changed your schedule, that is you were working in different schedule, and thereafter you have cope up with the demand of the country, and you were developing in that. So really, big congratulations from our side as an woman achiever. Thank you, madam.
Thank
Now,
you.
I would, yeah, then I would like to know from our Dr. Ronnie, sir. That is, sir, we are connecting 193 countries, and today also you are in our global platform. All people are following you. So, your opinion regarding Eudoxia and our research, that is, how research can be globally accepted, how our research center, what is your opinion about us?
So, in my opinion about Eudoxia, it's a great opinion, of course, because for me, Eudoxia, it's a great opportunity for everyone like to be more connected with the main topics in the world in terms of science. It's a great and fantastic opportunity. They make a great job offering information and knowledge and connect all those in the world. So if you'd like to stay connected and receive information and discussing any kind of topic based on the science, I think LDocs is a great opportunity. So congratulations and thank you so much for the opportunity. It's amazing experiencing for the second time. Stay here connecting and discussing and presenting a little bit more about me and my
Yeah.
research and my experience in terms of life. Thank you very much and congratulations for all.
Thank you, sir. Now, one opinion from our Dr. Jayashree madam, that you are the first batch of the proud IIPN of our research center. And we are always motivating, we are always working for innovation. We are not only copy, we are not believing that only academic career and a certificate can build a skilled person. So what is your opinion and experience as the IIPN? Because you are also one of the successful academician and you are now pursuing the IIPN as you are working with them, and we are having regular webinars, international conference, training program, and the pressure from our side also for digital content for contribution. Because we are forcing our IIPN to contribute to the research world, to publish the paper, to go for more and more innovation. So what is your opinion, and please share your experience as IIT?
It's my opinion. I think I can write volumes. If you ask me to write, I can write volumes of that. And that is just singing your praise. To be honest, I feel bad for your kind of people. Diligent and genuine people you are. Not only to me, I think anybody and everybody would fall for you once they join the course and they attend the classes sincerely, diligently, they would know the value of it. In every session, you lift our spirits up. These Eudoxians, I used to think, are very rare of a kind. Where from these people came? I haven't met them. If I had met you a long time back, I would have produced thousands of papers. I think it's too late in my career. And time constraint is there now for me. I'm teaching 18 hours a week and preparing for that 36 hours a week. So I'm a very good teacher and I want to do all this methodology and new activities. So it's not easy task to teach. I don't have time at all. If I had time, really, with your help, with your guidance, I would have soared higher up in the sky, I think. Really awestruck with Dr. Rhituraj, patience, perseverance, and especially the coolness in comparing. You do it on your stride, as if even if there are a lot of technical glitches, you never mind. You're so cool. Even if they do a wrong presentation or you just tell them it's nice and excellent. And Dr. Pratiksha ma'am, I like to talk about her also. She's very compassionate, friendly, ever ready to lend her hand any time of the day. Even by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I used to message her and she gives me immediately the reply. Very admirable, beautiful personality. Not only you two of you, but every Eudoxian, I thought, great researchers you are. Even then, they all play a second fiddle to and encourage us You are embodiments of simplicity. I haven't found people like this. You can't find in me that also. I'm not so simple. I have my ego. I never saw that in you, in your people, and you are helping us. Your egoless, pretty smiles, words of praise to encourage every IAPN, motivating lectures would make us nothing but admire you ever and forever. You are the role models of researchers, and I really appreciate your great work with the society.
Thank you, madam. And you are also the inspiration now for all the women from India, especially India. Why I am saying you are working now globally in our Eagle's Research Center with this global family. We know that we have our officers from every country. We are connecting 193 countries. But I think that today, all the women, those who are watching you, and in our all future channel, that they will inspire that, yes, I can do this. And you have made it to them. And the big congratulations and also the appreciation from our bottom of our heart that you are inspiring the women to do more research and more innovation. And special thanks to you, because in spite of your daily schedule, as you have shared that 18 hours per a week that you are having to workload in your university, in spite of this, you are continuing each and everything as an IIPM. Because our research center conducting this international innovation program, not for giving one degree, but to make them skilled person, research pioneer who will lead the world. And thanking you, madam, for your development, for your contribution, support, and inspiration to the women of the world. So I'm really appreciating you. Now, I would like to come. Thank you, madam. Thank you. And finally, I have only one more question to both of you. And this is for, I think, that will directly to the researcher. Actually, will help the researcher, will help the people, those who want to go for the interview like that. So I would like to know about my point is that if someone want to appear in interview, say in India, it may be the API, Academic Performance Indicator. Country to country, we know that the research paper, everything, that different conditions. So what is the suggestion and the message from our emeritus academician, Dr. Ronnie sir? Your one message will inspire the scholar so that they can also go for the job of assistant professor. They can be associate professor, professor in different countries. So what is your message to them, how they should prepare if they want to become the international teacher in university?
Okay, I have one phrase to share with everyone, then I justify. It's not my phrase, it's for my colleague in the France. She said to me, the sky is no limit. The sky is no limit.
Yeah.
Because everyone say the sky is the limit. But in this case, these guys told me, Ronnie, the sky is no limit. You have your limit. So based on this, I think everyone should think the same direct, the same way. If you wish something in your life, work hard, and be focused in your goals. And stay connected with a good person with a good heart, and establish a great networking, and don't working alone. Invite someone that have a good patient the same day you, have a good heart the same day you, and invite someone to walk with you, to sharing the object, to sharing the goals, and dividing the results. So, in my opinion, the sky is no limit, not only for me, it's for everyone that wish to be so different, to grow in terms of research, in terms of career, in terms of any kind of performance. That's the idea.
Thank you, sir. That is really excellent message to the researcher and academician. You have to push yourself beyond limit. Yes, this is the truth. That is, we have no limit. And sometimes we are the person who is making our own limit. And as our Dr. Ronnie sir already advised each and every researcher, academician, that you can push yourself beyond the limit for achieving your success, for reaching your goal in your life. Salute to you, sir. That is really that wonderful message. It will really inspire the researcher. Dr. Jayashree Madam, I would like to take
Yes.
the opportunity again from your side, especially one message for the researchers so that they can cope up with the global requirement, and also one sentence to the women of the world that you are achieving today, how they can proceed in this path, how they can follow, how they can become successful.
I want to talk to those who haven't joined IAP. In my opinion, IAP is nothing but a boon for the budding young research scholars as well as to the aspiring researchers and even the lecturers or professors. I tell them this thing, your journey of thousands miles can be dared at your one step, the step at IIT. You will be showered with all the points you required for your academic performance indicator. You get points after points you are getting for attending training programs, for participating in international programs, conferences, and presenting in international conference. You are getting an opportunity. You are having the opportunity to publish in referred journals, edited books, whatnot. IAP takes you to the utopia. Eudoxia takes you to the utopia, the dream which you had. No, it doesn't take you. Actually, it brings the utopia at your doorstep, I can say. This IIP program is flowing like a river. Every session after session, I have seen the presentation. It flows smoothly in a systematic way with enriching, informative, insightful, and useful lectures by erudite and eminent international gargantuan personalities. They are not ordinary people, and from all over the world. I feel it is a shower under the Niagara Falls. This is vouchsafed to every IAPian. Please join IAP.
Thank you.
This
Thank
is
you,
my
madam.
message to those who haven't joined.
And one point that I would like to share, that the energy you are reflecting, the positive vibes that you are creating, I think that it is really extraordinary, and it will influence all the researchers, all the women of the world, that they will come and join us. They will work with us. They will go for the global family. They will be ready to work with each other. Teamwork, they will believe. I think that you are inspiring everyone to work in a team. You are inspiring people to write down their book chapter, write down their research paper, and go for new innovation. So we are ready to create the atmosphere. Today, special thanks to our Dr. Ronnie sir, to Dr. Jayashree Madam, because you are inspiring the world, and with your footsteps, the people will go forward. You are the people, those who are showing the path for all the researchers, all the academicians, that the research can be the best career in the world. And as our Dr. Ronnie sir said, and that story, I really like that story that you have shared, that how destiny played their role in your life. And I hope that everyone will be inspired by both of you, your success story, your life story. You are the milestones, and you are inspiring the world. So thanking you, and it is great honor for us that you are joining our research celebrity talk show, Dr. Ronnie and Dr. Jayashree Madam. Special thanks to both of you.
You deserve it, sir. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sir, and thank you, Madam, and thank you for joining our research celebrity talk show. And we hope that we will be collaborating with each other. We will coordinate with each other. We will coordinate with the researcher of the world, and you will also, both of you will also help the people for becoming the academician and the researcher. And people will proudly say that I want to be the academician, I want to be the researcher. So thank you, and please stay safe during this COVID-19 period. Where God bless both of you, sir and madam. Thanking you for joining us. We are ending today's session. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.